Welcome to the other side. It's Golden Boy and Condi here, bringing you Game 5. Envy going up against ADV. And, man, this has just been such an insane game, dude.
Dude, this is absolutely nail-biting. And I got to say, as Diabolic will eventually switch to the right team here, he hasn't figured out that he's still on the wrong team. He's
second now.
He's like hanging out with Envy. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to see.
Like, well, obviously, I've always been a fan of Envy. Big fan.
Big fan, and finally he's going to switch teams. And they end up ending it because they're like, there's no way, like, is he trying to join our team? I don't understand. But so Sovereign S&D's probably the best game type I think we have in Call of Duty Ghosts.
Really?
I will go that far to say, just because there's so many different things and so many different looks. Like Sovereign in general is a great map. Like Sovereign Dom, you're going to see a lot of different teams do a lot of different things. Normally it's like, oh, we have A, let's flip it because A sucks, let's go to C. But Search and Destroy, it's like there's times where you want to push A, like you just kind of throw it in there.
Yeah.
You push A, but you do it with like your whole team, so you end up rotating all the way around the map, and it's like a four-man flank. It makes no sense, but it works sometimes.
I mean, and again, sometimes is the key word
there.
It is. You know what I mean?
True.
Because bear in mind, the thing about Call of Duty and the thing about Search and Destroy, most importantly, it's all timing based.
Oh, it is.
It's all timing based. It's like this person looked conveniently at the perfect time as this person and got the kill. Yeah, like for example, that one matchup, I believe it was Warhawk. I forgot who I was spectating, but it was a 1v1, and it was just like actually I think it was Envy. Where Karma ended up getting that clutch there.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, it's all timing based, and I think that's the most important thing to highlight here. But anyway. Let's go ahead. Do an intro again?
Oh, do the intro. Give it to me. I'm actually going to rotate through because the one thing I'm curious about is I was talking to my guys, and I was like, I don't think, because a lot of people start off with the lightweight to try to gain ground, but it takes so long for that there's like a half second where it just doesn't work. I want to see if Envy actually does the same thing. And if they don't, I'm going to say, all right, we're not doing that anymore. If my say means anything.
If your say means a lot, Gandhi. Okay. And here we go. Kicking it off with Rambo here as they're going to be making their way around and going right to the bottom. So Rambo, he is just aggressive here.
And no one did it. So
but look at Envy.
Oh! Did he connect? He missed.
Who has the sniper?
He got hit markers. Karma getting hit markers, rocking the overkill. And look at this already. They do so many things differently than everyone else. They're pushing A here. Normally we see as it's a strong B. We do have an engagement in the middle of the map. The player's going to wrap around, and he is going to be taken out. First blood is going to go to ADV.
Yeah, Proofy is going to get taken out there, being a victim of that one. And, you mentioned it. They do so many things differently. Here's the reason why. Because it is known that Rambo has been very, very good at picking up picking up Infinity Ward games, very, very quickly. But he's also been very adept at, picking up other COD titles as well. They try different things out, right? Everyone's so complacent going to B. But unfortunately, though, talking about that A push did not pan out in their favor. That encounter in the middle really did cost them.
Yep. ADV actually sent a 2-2, and I'm not sure if that's just because they were expecting something kind of skewed, just because it's Envy, and Envy, kind of like a common trait they always do, is at the beginning, the first round of every map, if you can bring it all the way back to the beginning of Black Ops, they always try to throw something different at you. Like we saw the strong arm on Octane, or Warhawk, excuse me, and everyone's like, what the? Yeah. And they always try to catch people off guard with that. And I think ADV was kind of like, let's throw a 2-2 at them. We'll just keep it staggered. And normally you just have one guy watch the flank, so it worked out for him.
Yeah, of course, looking here at at Karma, as he was trying to get shots in a connection over there by B, bringing a mini-map here to see a cluster by B here for ADV, trying to see if they can make something happen. Karma just couldn't get on that ladder for some reason.
Sometimes the ladders just don't work.
Yeah, just don't like you.
Yeah.
But
Karma getting hit markers.
Yeah, but Merc's gonna make his win, and he's able to take him out. But Cosmo with it getting taken out, but in turn, Strife actually with the stop over at ADV, giving some love to them and seeing what Strife is going to do here. Bomb carrier will be Strife, and he's going to see if he can actually pick off one player trying to get aggressive by that control staircase. 26 seconds on the clock.
He's going to go for the far left plant here. This is very, very consistent with everyone else. Rambo's going to pre-fire it, and he's going to actually end up taking him down. Sender's going to be the last one alive. Sender as you can see, the time is against them. Envy's going to just clean that one up, tie it up 1-1. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first to 6 round wins. Will take it and advance into winners bracket semifinals.
Yeah, this is it here. This is big business.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 brackets. Right, we have 2 brackets, and 2 teams from those 2 brackets in the champ bracket advance to the winner semifinals. And then, right, if I'm correct, if I'm reading that correctly, I believe so. Right, it's you have the 2 brackets, and then this matchup. This isn't the last matchup of this bracket, correct?
The winner of this is going to be playing the winner of Complexity and TCM.
Yes.
On the other side, we have
and the winner of that will then move on
to the grand final or the winners finals.
Yeah, the winners finals. Yep. Okay, there we go. I got it.
And so on the other side, we are going to be having TK taking on Calevra Fuse, who prove that they are not just good online.
That's right.
It's always although I'm biased to Curse Las Vegas just because I'm coaching them, but I love that more than anything. Is when a team comes in and they're like, we're not just good online, man.
Yeah,
that's the best.
Well, and it's too Fuse. The sad part is I've known those players for a very long time, and I teamed with Historify, and I know he's a talented player, but it's just Karma. It sees his teammate get taken out, but he gets dropped as well. Proofy's going to be by himself, getting that connection. Finally, Cosmo gets dropped. And it seems like it is going to be a 1v3. Proofy gets taken out 2-1. ADV looking good.
ADV looking to kind of spice things up here. I'm interested to see what's going to go on with them. Their defense is great. There's no question about their defense, but a thermal on an LMG, huh? Okay.
That's Black Ops 2 strats right there.
Yeah, a little bit interesting. Actually, Complexity runs that on Octane, Blitz, and Dom.
Really?
Yeah, Clayster actually runs it. We played them online, and I said, can we try this? And they said, nah, screw it. It's, everyone has their fortes, but jumping back on board here, Karma is going to rock the thermal scope here. We do have a Strife pushing in, and I would like to see a little something different from them. Normally, this is consistent strat. Throw a stun over, no hit markers,
Even then,
watch
though, I
control.
don't feel like this B strategy is all that effective. I mean, the plan is, hey, let's creep in. 9 times out of 10, you get picked off by Karma over here, who's actually has eyes right down there. I don't see the value in this, honestly. And I get that it's a safe strategy, and everyone's probably be like, "Old boy, you're stupid. You don't understand what you're talking about." But the fact remains, it works less than it should, than the fact that everyone uses it. It just seems like it's a very comfortable strategy.
Well, the spot that Karma's in is absolutely sicko. I mean, he can see if they go for the quick arm, he can jump and rip someone's face off, and he can also see if anyone passes. See, look at that. He jumped. It's like he knew I was talking about him. So he's going to check it. He does have a guy there. He's going to take shots, and down he goes. Did he go down?
No, he did. I ended up doing a quick switch there because I wanted to see what's going on with the attackers. As the bomb carrier, by the way, who's going to be Strife, he's not in the best of positions. He does find one player. He gets picked off. Diabolic's going to be by himself. I was going to say by his lonesome. People have been giving me a lot of flack about that.
By his lonesome?
By his lonesome. I said that about 50 times, though.
I like it.
I say by himself.
Well, how many words can you actually come up with to be like by himself, by his lonesome,
I mean, honestly,
all alone?
According to Twitter, man, I mean,
in no man's land.
According to Twitter, there's a profuse amount.
Yeah, well, that's Twitter.
Oh man, we love you guys though, and of course, thank you for the feedback as always.
Yeah, always.
And the love. People love us, Gandhi. They love us, which is obviously, expected.
Hey, it goes without saying.
When I'm over here casting with the with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan. I've got an Obi-Wan, Santa Claus, and the guys from Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dice, I don't think that's
No, their beards are way bigger.
Yeah,
way bigger.
Like Flame Sword's Duck Dynasty status.
Flame Sword is Duck Dynasty.
Not you. You're more Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan from the first 3 movies.
Yeah, the ones that were just terrible.
Hey man, but what was his name? That Ian McGregor? I mean, not bad comparison, bro.
And not too bad.
Anyway, looking back at this, Proofy, who we were talking about him earlier, in that last Warhawk S&D game, we were like, Proofy's that guy that if he's struggling, he'll find a way to make it work, and that's exactly what's happening here. End up picking 2 kills, and he's going to be 6-2 at this point in time. Karma and Proofy working together. This is a dangerous combination.
Oh, Karma's going to be taken out. They were not in the best of positions there. Normally when it gets to...
Oh, wow.
when it gets down to that point, like that's where you got to say, you guys got to get together. But they were just so far spread out. And normally you're going to see as people are going to work in duos, just like right off the break, the little bit of a buddy system. And sometimes, you know, your guy gets picked, and it's just how it is.
This is something that Neslo actually taught me. And
I don't want to talk about TK.
Makes sense. I got to say it. When it gets in that 2v2, it becomes a doubles game. Hold hands. Yep. How do you play doubles? You hold hands. You don't split up. You roll together. It makes perfect sense, honestly. And taking a look here at Karma with that snipe, might try and see if he can get a pick here.
I think he's going to get robot-y. Oh, is he going to go for it?
He's going to go for the robot. He's going to do the robot.
I'm a big fan of this.
I love the strategy. Well, me and Wisdom were casting together, and we called it Ride the Robot.
Ride the robot.
It became hashtagged and everything. I felt confident about that.
Ride the robot.
For a moment.
With it.
All right. Sorry, I jumped to the wrong player there. But looking at Merc's perspective, he's waiting to see if anyone's going to push up here. Envy's going to be on defense, as you can see. Waiting to see. There's going to be one player around the corner. I believe that was actually. Let's see here. ADV on the attack. We'll see who that actually was. That may have been Cosmo.
Oh, God. Cosmo's literally right above Merc.
Is he?
Couldn't be more above him.
They're just on top. They might as well just be breathing on one another. Karma is going to get picked off, though. Merc, like you said before, he's right below. They need to make a move. Cosmo needs to move in there and make a plan happen. Merc, if he goes, he's going to hear it. He does actually see shots exchange. Merc's going to be by himself, gets picked off, and ADV goes up 4-2 here. Looking great. And Proofy, although he's 6-4 on the other side, Strife, he's 7-2, but a great read also by Cosmo to jump around with that LSAT and pick off Merc.
Yep. Envy's down by 2 rounds, and the most important thing, and my first time competing in this has been this event, but the one thing you got to do is you can't look at this as Search and Destroy as a game. You have to look at it as round by round.
Exactly.
Like everyone says take it game by game, but this game, since you got to flip sides, it's side by side, round by round.
I agree with you 100%, Gandhi, because you Search and Destroy, I say this every time I cast this game type, pacing. That's it. That's what it's all about.
That is the perfect way to describe that.
And this is a round by round game type, so pacing doesn't become any more evident than it does right here. So honestly, it's just one of those things where, if you're not thinking that mindset, if you're thinking, oh man, we're down 4-2, they only have 2 rounds remaining, they're going to win, then you just defeated yourself.
I don't know if I love or I hate this thermal LMG. I'm so torn.
I ended up switching here, but I will tell you this much. With the way players have been positioning, right, I feel as if it's going to get to a point where those pre-fires are going to become so evident, especially with, FMJ and whatnot, that it's actually going to be very difficult to go to those usual spots. Again, this is the first event, so you're going to see the meta change a little bit as time moves on, especially as people begin to do more commonplace strategies.
Sure. Oh,
Strife,
God.
win out of him as he was able to take out 2 players there, 9-2. This has been Strife's game. Take a look. He finds one player, actually that one guy by control, computers ended up getting taken out. Then Karma by the staircase found him and did the business, and now 1 round away from knocking Envy into the losers.
Karma kind of went for the full flank right there, and you live and die by it. If he would have hit that flank, his timing was just a little bit better, he would have been looking at a 2-piece, basically. But they are 1 round away, Alex, from advancing to the next winners bracket round, which is going to be the semifinals.
That's right.
This is pretty wild. Jumping on board here with Sender ADV, switching on over to Cosmo.
He has the bomb. I got to see what he's going to do.
Oh, absolutely.
B every time.
Every time. Karma's actually going to be able to strike first with the first blood there. He's still sniping on the exact same spot he's been at the entire time. Oh! Gets a 2-piece. Karma going from 1-6 to 3-6 as the guy burned. And then now Envy trying to get hyped up. The crowd getting behind the boys in blue, giving them a couple claps there. And if there's a team who could do it, it's Envy. It's only fitting.
At this level of play, Gandhi, I don't count out any of these players.
And
I really don't.
That's the weirdest part, though, too, because you want to. You're like, oh, this one's done.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've known these guys for so long at this point. Honestly, it's not surprising for me to see a comeback here. I mean, it's very realistic. Taking a look here at the split, what's going on, about standard 2-2, but a full push over to B once again here for Envy. And let's actually go ahead, hop on board with Envy. And bomb carrier is going to be Merc, without a doubt. I always know that one. He's that go-to person in Search and Destroy. No one in B just yet, but they're committed to the strategy. Found one player actually by the bridge. Merc decides to drop back there as shots were exchanged.
I actually disagree with Envy's start-off strategy because they didn't send a guy through their catwalk to pre-aim the left stairs and map room. So Rambo is forced to play this slow just because of that, and I don't agree with that. But luckily for them, they're still in a good position. Karma did spot a guy with his thermal snipes, and he wasn't able to get the kill, but they're still good. Shots exchange. Karma's going to drop up, and now he's going to stay alive. Numbers are really close right now, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, Envy knows at this point they have to play complacent. You know, they have to play slow. They can't get crazy with it, and if they do, that'll cost them that victory. But they don't have time to work with. Merc is going to get taken out. Cosmo is going to be there for the drop as well. Diabolic gets taken out. That's going to be a huge loss. Looking here at Rambo. Rambo's able to find one. Great stop by Rambo. And now it is all up to Strife, and Envy stays alive in this one, taking it 5-4. They ended up winning 2 in a row. Let's see, can they go ahead, push this game 11?
So Rambo actually ended up going bottom control room, and he came behind the guy. I think it was Strife, I do believe. Nope, it wasn't Strife, so we'll make up a name
Rambo,
here.
no, Rambo came around. Proofy was the one who got that kill there. Yeah. But yeah, he came around and was able to get that sweep. That caught him off guard. That was big. That
is huge.
Huge play.
All man, 5-4 here going on. We are now going to see, as I bring this up here, that the members of Envy are going to be on the defense, which is always their preferred spot. Karma now still with the thermal, jumping on board with Strife as he's going to push into generators. And we're going to see a little bit of a different strategy here from the ADV guys.
Yeah, actually going mid. And it seems like he is going for that rotation on the back here. And by the way, nice stop there, Strife. Able to pick off one that was going to be Merc. Big loss for them as he was that guy watching the staircase. They're hearing if that bomb went down. Oh, and we're going to switch over to Rambo here on the defense. Let's see.
Man.
This is intense. It doesn't get any more intense than this. One player is going to be by the bomb site. They're going to go for that plant. Look for Rambo off the flank. He does identify one player. Going to move in, able to take him out, but that player is going to get a little wary, thinking, okay, he's going to be coming up through that staircase. I need to play this one smart. But instead he doesn't. Diabolic's going to be all by himself. This is the opportunity that Envy's been looking for here. Keeps out to the side, gets picked off, and Envy managed to secure this one. We're going to a round 11, game freaking 5. Love it.
This is the stuff that we bring.
Yeah, this is the Thunder right here.
This is the Thunder.
This is the Gandhi Golden Thunder.
GG.
Yeah,
so
we're GG.
5-5. If you were just tuning in, ADV was up 5-3. The boys in blue forcing a round 11 here, and it's going to be interesting to see who's on defense. I'm assuming it's going to be Envy.
Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead, and Envy will be on defense. This actually works out very well in their favor.
That's really big for them. But in that last round, we did see as Karma missed the snipe on a guy pushing in the middle of the map. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works. Karma going to end up going low. Rambo watching the flank. We do have Proofy watching the flank as well. We have 2 players watching different flanks. And Merc's all by his little lonesome, see that? In control room.
So you got to watch out here. Although that one player didn't go full flank on A to make his way around to Merc, you got to be careful, man, because he got picked off from behind. And I know that he's not really, eager about that. Of course, that was because he didn't have eyes on it. Now Karma's actually watching him. So this is it right here. Pressure's on ADV, by the way. They have to plant. They have to make a move. I mean, Envy could just very well just stay still the entire time if ADV decides not to make any moves here. It's been a definite standoff. 38 seconds left on the clock here. Diabolic's going to be the first one taken out. Proofy's able to actually drop one as well. Cosmo and Sender are going to be all by themselves here. Rambo.
Merc's going to be taken out.
Merc will get taken out. 27 seconds left on the clock here. Rambo's going to look around. He's actually getting chased. He's getting chased. He's going to jump outside. Rambo's not going to be able to win that gun battle. Now it's going to be a 2v2. Remember what I said, hold hands, work together, as Cosmo's going to be by himself. Can he do it? 1v2. 13 seconds left on the clock. He has a bomb in hand.
He's got to be very, very fast with this one. And he's actually going to go for the A. He's
not going to make it.
He's not going to make it. And that is going to be Envy with a humongous comeback. Forcing round 11 and advancing.
Wait a minute. Bomb's got down.
How? How fast did that go down?
I don't know.
Do we not know the game?
There you go. And there you have it. Envy is going to move on to the next round. They win the game. I almost had a heart attack, but GG all around. What a game between these 2 teams. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I guess it takes 3 seconds to arm the bomb.
Woo! My goodness.
That was what, 3.8 seconds?
Oh, look at that.
Holy goodness.
Gotta give it to Envy on that one, man. I wish you guys could see it. You could see them walking around there. But ADV, what a talented team. But of course, that's not the end. Shout out to Strife, 10-6. ADV, without a doubt, have proven they are a top team in Call of Duty Ghost, hands down. But Envy, oh my goodness! But that's not the last time we're gonna hear ADV.
And the fact that I blew it with the whole
I blew it too, man. Are you kidding me? I thought that was it.
You're a caster. You're supposed to have knowledge. I'm a coach. I'm supposed to have knowledge. And it's like, oh.
I think we were so quick to just be like, yeah, that's it. But wow. We hope you guys enjoyed it back at home. Way to go, bud.
That was awesome.
Time.
Great time.
Woo.
So Envy is now going to advance to play.
Either TCM or Gani's just getting
up.
Is that 2-2? Yeah, I believe it's going to be 2-2 in that series there. So either TCM or Complexity. That's going on Alpha Stream right now.
Wow.
Go ahead, leave us, go watch Alpha, TCM Complexity. Go. Yeah. I will be very mad at you if you don't. But guys, I'm Golden Boy. This is Gandhi, and I love him.
I love you.
He's awesome. Good stuff, bud.
We'll see you on the other side.
Peace.